What if helping isn't what is hurting you? What if forgetting yourself is? What if every time you said yes when your body actually whispered no? And every time you rescued, fixed, overextended, overexplained, overgave, believing love had to be earned, you weren't actually serving. You were surviving. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest act of service isn't helping anyone else first. Maybe it's finally remembering yourself. Let's talk about that. Welcome to the Coming Home to You Sparkcast, where joy is medicine, healing is sacred, and remembrance is your superpower. I'm Margarita Rose, and this is a space where progress matters more than perfection, curiosity matters more than certainty, and awareness always comes before transformation. I'm so grateful that you're here. This month, we're exploring when helping hurts, service without sacrifice. And each week, we'll explore this conversation through the lens of the mind, the body, and the soul. And finally, we'll bring it all together in the final week with the Trinity of Truth. It's a conversation with another woman whose lived experience reminds us that we are never walking this path alone. Our intention in this month isn't to become someone new. It's just to notice. Just notice. Notice the places that we've forgotten ourselves so that we can come home with more compassion than judgment. Because every transformation begins the same way. It begins the same way. First, we become aware. Then we become embodied. And finally, we remember. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, imagine a woman. She remembers everyone's birthdays. She volunteers. She stays late. She checks on everyone. She's always saying, yeah, I'm fine, even when she isn't. She smiles even when she's exhausted. And she's saying, yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me, while secretly hoping that someone will finally will. She looks dependable. She looks generous. She even looks strong. But yeah, underneath it all, underneath all of that, she's silently disappearing. Do you know her? Are you her? Just like me? Hmm. As you're listening today, don't ask yourself if this is true, okay? I want you to ask yourself, where is it true? There's a difference. Don't ask if it's true, ask where it might be true in your life. Because for a long time, I thought helping and service were the same thing. Because the truth is, we don't lose ourselves overnight. We lose ourselves in one unconscious yes at a time. I'll say it again. We don't lose ourselves overnight. We lose ourselves one unconscious choice at a time. And helping actually isn't the problem. It's not the problem. Forgetting ourselves is. Forgetting ourselves, abandoning ourselves, our truth, our needs. So I want to walk you through the four places that I think that we serve from. Okay? There's love. Serving from love. Giving because your heart genuinely wants to serve. That your come from is love. The other space is from overflow. Because you filled your cup enough that it wants to give because your heart genuinely is full and you're overflowing. So you want to give. And the other place is identity. Giving because we've become the strong one, the dependable one, the one who does it all. Who would you be if you weren't always the one everyone depended on? Who would you be? Like, pause in this moment and ask yourself, who would you be? The other place is survival. Helping because your nervous system believes that when you're helping, it equals belonging. It equals getting love, acceptance, approval. What area do you serve from? What space are you helping from? What is your come from? Because for me, I think up until now, my come from was always from survival. It was also because of survival, it became my identity. That sound like someone you know? That sound like you? Now I want you to ask yourself these questions before you are a yes for helping or serving. Ask yourself, why am I helping? Why do I want to help? Why, uh, actually, what am I hoping happens afterward? Would I still do this if nobody noticed? That's a good one. That way you know that you're pouring from loving generosity. What does my body feel before I say yes? Because your body's always going to know before your mind can catch up. So just pause and find where it feels in your body. What does your body say? What is it saying? What is it feeling before you say yes? When was the last time that your body actually whispered no? Pay attention to that. Before answering, figure out your body's going to tell you, yes, this is, yes, I want to do this. This is amazing. Or it's going to be like, I'm kind of tired, whatever that story is. Your body is telling you no because it's already overworked, overwhelmed. And then ask yourself, who taught me that love had to be earned? Who taught you that love had to be earned? And then where have I confused self-sacrifice with love? Yeah. Helping, helping is an action. Did you know? Helping is an action. Service, service is an intention. But sacrifice is a pattern. And remembrance is the only path home. And sometimes our identity keeps us doing things our soul has already outgrown. Because the truth is, love does not keep receipts. Survival does. Survival does. We don't lose ourselves all at once. We lose ourselves, like I said, one unconscious yes at a time. So how do we interpret that pattern? Hmm? How? So before you make a choice, to help or serve or to overextend or to be a yes or a no, do something today. I want to teach you the Wayne Cook posture. Because sometimes clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. Sometimes it comes from beginning and becoming more integrated. So we're going to start by, you're not going to be able to see me, but you're going to put your left ankle above your right knee. Your left ankle is sitting above your left knee. So you're kind of creating a four, like your legs are crossed almost. And then you're going to put your right hand on your left ankle and your left hand underneath the sole of your foot, of the left foot that is up on your knee. So your hands are going to be crossed like this. Okay? So your right hand is on the left ankle and your left hand is on your left sole of your feet. And you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel yourself stretch, pulling up your feet are up, just rising up to the heavens. Breathe in, and as you breathe out the mouth, you let go and release. You're going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in, making sure you stretch your feet up. It's a really good stretch. You should feel it in your glutes. And then you release. Do it 1 more time. And release. Now we're going to put the left foot down. And now we're going to lift the right ankle and put it on top of your left knee. Your right ankle is on top of your left knee. And then you're going to put your left hand on top of your right ankle, and then your right hand under the right sole of your feet, just like before. So your hands are crossed. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're crossed like this or like that. As long as they're crossed, you're good. And now again, 3 deep breaths in through the nose, stretching up to the heavens, stretching your feet up towards you, pulling that towards you. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. It feels so good. Breathe out. And you don't have to do it this slow. You can do it a little faster. But I'm doing it slow just so that we can be grounded with the intention. So what this is doing is helping to unscramble your thoughts. It's going to help you ground yourself, come back into center. And when you're done with the third one, you're going to just bring your hands together in a cathedral like this. And you're going to place it between your eyebrows, which we call the third eye point. And you're just going to take 3 deep breaths here as well. So what that does is connects you to your inner wisdom, aligning with your truth so that you can find your words, stay in your truth, and be able to think clearly. And that's it. If you do this every day, it will really serve you to always be coming from your truth and not survival. I hope you did that with me. I want to ask you, what did you feel? What shifted for you in that moment? Did you feel a shift in your energy, in your thoughts? I sure did. Here's another really good one. We call it the hookup. And this is really great for reconnecting your center and protecting you from negative attacks, like psychic attacks. It helps you stay in your power. It helps you stay regulated so that you are not reacting to the situation. You're actually able to come from a regulated truth. Okay? So it's going to remind you to stay with yourself instead of immediately giving yourself away. Okay, so we're going to put our middle finger. It doesn't matter which one, left or right. It doesn't matter, whatever feels natural to you. There's no wrong way to do this. You're going to put it in the belly button, and then the other middle finger is going to go in between your eyebrows, the third eye point, and you're going to push in and then pull up. And then you're going to take that deep breath in the nose and out the mouth. Keep pushing in and pulling up with your fingers. This actually creates a microcosmic orbit around your body to protect you and shield you. I always like to end with my hands on my heart, just because it helps me come back to myself. And I smile because it activates my radiant circuits of joy. What did you feel a shift in that? A lot of times there's a lot of people who live in their heads too much. Is that you? People who live in their heads all the time, when they do the hookup, oh, they really feel a shift. They feel something because it helps to connect your body with your mind. It's actually connecting your central nervous system, central meridian and your governing meridian. So anyway, that the why, it doesn't matter as long as you felt something. And the more you do this, the more you're going to start to feel it, and the more your energies are going to remember, oh yes, I know what to do. Now I want you to ask yourself this question. What does your body know that your mind has always been talking you out of? What does your body know that your mind keeps talking you out of? And what did you recognize about yourself today? What shifted for you after doing the Wayne Cook posture or the hookup? Write those down. Proof is in the pudding, my friend. And if you don't write it down, if you don't stop and pause long enough to get curious, you're not going to see that those small progress, the small shifts of progress that you're making. It's so easy to overlook them because they're small, incremental, but powerful moments of moving forward and progressing. So make one new decision this week. Make one new decision this week. Before every yes, I want you to pause, take a breath, and then ask yourself, am I serving or am I surviving? And then do the Wayne Cook posture or the hookup or both before answering. And I want you to journal these as well, because there's something about writing them. And if you don't like writing journals, just do a voice note. Because for me, that was how I bypassed having to write, because I knew that the importance of journaling and I wasn't doing it. And so I was just like, I can just use my phone or a recorder and record my journaling thoughts. Because every time you talk and you end up processing and you end up connecting dots, and it's so powerful to journal. And you can also look back and hear back, like where you were and where you are today, as proof that you are coming home and becoming more you. So ask in your journal, where have I mistaken sacrifice for love? Where have I mistaken sacrifice for love? Yeah, I'm thinking about them myself right now. And there's so many. There were so many moments. How about you? And I want you to ask yourself this question too. What does service feel like when it actually comes from peace? What does service feel like when it comes from peace? Like for me, it feels joyful, mm, fulfilling. How about you? And then ask yourself, who am I becoming? Who am I becoming? I'm starting something new actually. I'm going to start the Joy Spark Challenge. And this week's challenge is before next Tuesday's episode, I want you to choose one opportunity to pause before saying yes. Take that breath, listen to your body. Is it a yes? Is it a no? And then choose from truth. Choose from truth, not survival. And then celebrate yourself for honoring your truth, even if it felt uncomfortable. Because no is a complete sentence, and it's okay. And then when you do this, I want you to come and share your experience inside the sisterhood, Sparkcast sisterhood circle so that I can help celebrate you. We can all celebrate you. If today's conversation stirs something within you, I have a few resources that might support you on your journey. If you're looking to reconnect with yourself through stillness, explore the Soul Spark Meditation Vault. I'll put the link in the show notes. And if your body is asking you to move, I also created a music and playlist designed to help you reconnect through dance, through breath and creative expression. And if you're longing for community, come join us inside the Soul Spark Sisterhood Circle. You're going to find all these these links in the show notes. But if today's conversation really supported you, I want you to please share it with one woman who needs this reminder. She's not alone, and the healing is available and possible for her too. And if you're enjoying this journey with me, subscribe so that we can continue remembering together each week. Remember, your current reality was created by yesterday's decisions. I'll say it again. Your current reality was created by yesterday's decisions. So if you're longing for different results, perhaps life isn't asking you to work harder. Perhaps it's actually inviting you to make one new decision from a new state of mind, a more connected body, and a soul that actually remembers who she is and who she has always been. Because possibility doesn't live inside yesterday's story. No, it lives inside today's courageous choice. One choice at a time. And remember, the world doesn't need more exhausted women proving their worth. It actually just needs more women who remember themselves. And from that place, choose to serve. Until next time, sisters, keep rising, keep shining, keep coming home, and keep choosing truth over and over again. Keep choosing joy over performance. And remember, coming home to you is not a destination, it is a devotion. You matter, you are enough, and you are right on time. I'll meet you here next week in the same Soul Spark channel. Until then, be kind to yourself and be kind to others.